Hello friends. Today's video is more or less an environmental message, and I guess it crosses over into antinatalism. But this Sears catalog was a 1993 spring, summer, and annual. So it is 25 years old, which isn't very old for a Sears catalog. I was looking online at Sears catalogs from the mid-60s, and some of them were going for $66 and sold for $66. So, I actually weighed this catalog, and it is exactly what I thought it weighed. It is 5 pounds. And so I'm just going to flip through the catalog to demonstrate how many items and goods were purchased, created, distributed, and sold for human use, and which are now extremely disposable or completely gone or in a landfill. And all of these clothes are very dated. You might have a few elderly people at this point wearing some of these clothes, but they're very dated, and I'm sure they've long since hit the thrift stores and Goodwill, or they were completely used up or discarded because they were not wanted anymore. Look at all the baby items. Look how vintage they look. Practically ancient baby carriers, car seats, children's clothing. Children outgrow a lot of clothes. I mean, sometimes twice a year, a child has to be fitted and re-outfitted. So we have page after page of clothing and material items and disposable items. People go through a lot of shoes. Shoes and belts. Socks. So there was just so much waste along the years. These Sears catalogs were at counters in every Sears store. You could just grab one, and I remember they also came to the house, particularly the Christmas book. And the Christmas book was really exciting for us kids. I mean, it was like a fantasy just looking through the Sears catalog, because it was, you know, just about the only thing around that had so much flavor and color and variety. I picked up a whole collection of Sears catalogs at an estate sale many years ago, and I have them stored somewhere. But they were much older. I believe they were from the 70s. I don't think canopy beds are even popular anymore for little girls. But I guess my point is to make that so much of life is just utterly disposable. And you know, lives are seemingly short, comparatively. In the scheme of things, an 85-year-old life is quite short. It's interesting to look at pricing also. Let me see. 60-gallon Whirlpool tub, $869. Sears, they had a huge selection, didn't they? Shower stalls, just about everything. I had a catalog from way, way back, 60s or 70s. And Sears even sold puppies. They had a connection with breeders. And they actually sold puppies. A lot of beagles, I remember. Beagles and collies. So many of these items, you know, were discarded, broken, used up, unwanted, passed on, thrown away in landfills. Too short, too long, too big, too little. Some of these items were not even returned. They were just, you know, discarded somehow. Humanity is a huge source of waste. Oh, there's a lot of mattresses that go by the wayside. And there's probably not a month that goes by that I don't see a couple of mattresses out on the lawn for pickup, for trash pickup. Even the kitchen sink. These, you know, these pictures just describe so many facets of material goods that humanity uses. Lawn and outdoor equipment, safety equipment, vacuum cleaning, you know, house cleaning equipment, cooking equipment, lawn and garden equipment, leaf removal, and the craftsman tools, the forever popular craftsman tools. The Sears in my, the Sears that is close to me went out of business just recently. Building equipment. Truck accessories. And a lot of these things were just actually just accessories for cars. I remember I had one of these car bras some years ago, but I don't think it really helped a whole lot. I think it actually just created a lot of water buildup on the interior of the car, which left a little bit of a discoloration. And look how obsolete everything has become. Everybody goes through a lot of tires. How? And electronics, like binoculars. Nobody really uses binoculars much anymore. Swing sets. Oh, those broke down really quickly. I remember ours just rusted in the backyard. And I don't see a lot of kids playing with swing sets anymore since they've got electronics. Yeah, we used to have one of those. Bicycles. There are so many bicycles at the thrift store. People like newer ones. They like different colors. They like the bikes with thin wheels, or the one with the thick, wide wheels that are more sporty for off the road. They like tricycles. They like motorbikes. They like scooters. There's all kinds of fun things to ride these days. Camping equipment, and that gets, you know, deteriorated over time. It gets well worn. Golf clubs. People pick up hobbies and then they abandon them, or don't have enough time to interesting. I don't think hunting has gone out of style. Oh, here's a big one. Equipment for working out. Those become obsolete every couple of years. And so do the workout outfits and clothing. I mean, these seem really archaic to us now, don't they? Today's trampolines have sidewalls on them for protection. Cameras. Now here's a big one that went completely disposable. I've seen a lot of foreigners. Like when I was in England, I saw a lot of Europeans, occasional Japanese person, still using the SLRs. I do have my SLR cameras and lenses and tripod, all that equipment, just because I don't think it has much value anymore. So I just kept it for the sentimentality. Phones. Oh my goodness. We go through so many phones at our house. And not cell phones, but landline phones, because they break, they fall, the battery gets dropped, or it gets waterlogged outside if it's left. I mean, paper shredders. All of our electronics, typewriters, computers, even automatic staplers, printers. They're just all gone by the wayside, and they've been replaced. I don't know much about musical instruments, but I'm sure people who play them, band members, they want the newest item. Furniture gets dumped a lot. Mostly because of appearance, I guess. Remember the Walkman? There's a Walkman cassette stereo. I loved mine. I think I still have my first one. It was yellow. Oh, camcorders. VCRs. TVs. And TVs are really cheap now, really. High quality TVs are cheap. I just bought a new one, a really large flat screen, and it was like $300 delivered free. And these old refrigerators were not very efficient, so they have been replaced by lighter versions and versions that consume less electricity. Electric ranges, ovens. Vacuum cleaners, they get kind of cruddy, don't they? They get kind of gross, and sometimes they get clogged up and they don't work. And who wants to fix one, right? Probably costs more to fix something these days than it does to just buy another one. So everything has become very disposable. Did I miss the toys? Because, you know, toys are something that maybe that was in the Christmas book. There's a huge glut of toys, unwanted toys. So always a huge selection of them at the Goodwill. Yeah, interesting. So I guess they reserved toys for, you know, the fall and winter months to be sold for Christmas holidays. You know, we didn't have that much excess. Like, we did really do up Christmas. We did really, you know, shop for Christmas and you know, get our toys, get our presents during Christmas, and during the year we didn't have so much as children have today. We didn't have a Toys R Us, and you know, we would just go to the local similar to Target. I don't think I had Target when I was really young, but I think it appeared in the 70s. But, you know, we got small toys, but we didn't get lots and lots of toys. It primarily was a Christmas entity when we got the bulk of our toys, and then we just, you know, used them during the year. So, my last visual is this Christmas ornament. And unfortunately, I was doing some packing and cleaning and giving away some of the things that I really didn't want. And unfortunately, this one got broken. So that is just another example of things that go to waste that were meant for humanity, and things that just end up in the dumpster, end up in the garbage, and the landfill over time, because nothing lasts forever and everything is disposable. And an 85-year-old human's life span is quite short, considering. Thank you for watching my video.